Having problems, guys. That's why I'm a couple seconds late. Hey, everybody, I'm excited to see you. But it said right before I was about to go live, it said, looks like your mic got unplugged, Reese. I'm checking my settings and it says that it's plugged in. Are you guys good? Does it sound like it is? I have this loud ass AC unit going, but the other day you guys said you couldn't hear it. Are we good? Can you guys, is it quality? Is it the quality we expect? The top notch quality in this group? Yes. You guys, how's your life? How is everybody's life? John Stasovsky's here. John, I got a message from you, but I haven't answered you. I hope that John sent me some fudge because he knows where it's at. Fudge and candy corn, guys. That's the life of a diabetic. I didn't. Somebody sent me that much candy corn. I have like 15 of these at home. We're good on candy corn. We're stocked. But I brought this with me to Nashville because my mother, that's where I get it from. My mom loves candy corn. So I brought this for her and it's staying. Oh, Gina loves that picture of the farm I shared. That farm is amazing, you guys. I love that farm. God, I hope this mic is all right. This is such an awful setup. Let's see. There's not really a desk in this room. It's kind of weird. Let's turn this down maybe a little bit. Cool. When are you going live with Liz Gale, Brian? Lucas? That's exciting. I love Liz Gale. What's going on with everybody? How's everybody doing? Hey, Goldie. Thank you for being here, Goldie. I think Lori is going to be here too if she's not yet. We just started. There she is. Love you, Lori. You guys are amazing. Placement is fine. Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you, Steph, Moonage Daydream, because it's the best I can do. So how are we doing, guys? We had a good time the other night, didn't we? Down in the bar. You guys all I gotta say, I have to talk about that. Rachel, thank you, Rachel, for the super chat. Oh, dang it. Hold on, guys. I gotta switch over to my channel for a minute. I'll get there. 1 second, please. Please stand by. Son of a... It says my mic was unplugged. No, I know. I didn't mute myself. It's muting me. What the shit is going on? Hold on. Guys, I don't know what to do. Can you hear me anyway? Because it's my computer mic now. This mic isn't working. I know, Keela, I'm glad you can hear me, but the mic is not plugged in now. And I keep unplugging it and replugging it in, and it's not doing anything. This isn't cool. This is an expensive mic, so I need it to work. How's the quality? Can you guys hear me okay, even with this shit-ass computer quality? Audio. This sucks. Yeah. Okay, well, I guess I won't worry about it, but you guys, it's not, this is just the camera, or this is just the, okay, fine. Whatever. We're not going to use this then. Can you still hear me if it's not in front of me, just in case? Okay. So the other night, tried tapping it. Yeah, it's not working, Amy. Or yeah, Amy asked me that, right? Oh, I see, Pacific Kate. Okay, well, whatever. We're just gonna use the computer mic tonight. No, actually, I didn't want to talk about. I mean, we can talk about that guy. He was actually a very nice guy. I do want to say, some of you reached out. Yeah, I know, Jeff. It's unplugged. I can't get it to. I can't get it to work. It sounds like everybody's hearing me fine anyway. He was actually a really nice guy. He was very nice to me. He was very nice to my mom. I didn't feel weirded out. Like, I didn't feel assaulted. Some people were like, that was assault. He made the reason I was so uncomfortable is because of Jeff. I was like, oh, I don't know how Jeff's going to take that. Jeff and I talked. He's fine. Jeff was funny. He was like, I'm jealous that you have a new boyfriend, honey. He laughed it off. It was totally, I thought it was funny. And I would have thought it was funny if that wasn't on a live. I just got weirded out because it happened on a live and I didn't expect it. And it was just like, oh God. Yeah, I know, Amy. But the cool thing was I had been talking to that guy all week. So I knew who he was. Like, he was friendly to me all week. He wasn't a total stranger because I had met him. So it's okay. But yeah, Jeff was funny about it. He was like, dang, babe, you got a new boyfriend all in a week's time. You're already moving on. I was like, no, honey. And when I get home, like, you better be ready to go. You better take some vitamin C and a Red Bull or something. You need to be feeling good and you need to have plenty of sleep because we're gonna do the hibbity dibbity. We're gonna answer the bone phone a lot because I miss Jeff. What was I saying? Oh my God, though. Muted. Somebody said muted. Why did you say muted? I'm not muted. You guys are making me nervous. You guys were making me laugh. I went back and watched that part. And how Goldie, when I left to go find a plug-in, and Goldie was like, everybody get naked. You guys, the comments were so funny. You were so hilarious in that. Oh my God, that was so funny. She just like all the people saying too, like you're on a field trip. It was just so fun. You guys were hilarious. I wish this damn thing worked. But everybody's saying, let it go, Reese. It's plugged in here. I don't know. I think what somebody said earlier, maybe I'll reboot the computer. God, it was so funny though. I think it was a good change of scenery too to do it in a bar. Everybody really liked the field trip to the bar. Oh man, though, I went back and watched that part like twice because you guys were just hilarious with your comments, and I didn't know what was going on. Remember, I sat down and I was like, "Why is everybody naked?" That was really funny. So I've been having a good time. I'm in downtown in Nashville, and I'm going to go home tomorrow. And I miss my animals, and I miss Jeff and Huxley so much. Um, what else? My sister is good. I spent the day with her today, and that little babe, God, he is a cute baby. He's a really cute baby. And we had some good chats today, and kind of got to catch up. And we talked about her doing a live with me sometime. You guys know that. We've talked about doing a live talking about her story. She told me a lot about her story today. It was quite heartbreaking. Again, we were not raised together. So she even said to me today, she goes, feel free to share some of it. And I said, Brianna, I can't. I really don't know. When I tell my audience, I don't know. I don't know. I wasn't there. I don't know what happened. Keela, we were talking about that everybody was saying we look a lot alike. She was like, do we? I said, I don't really see it either, but I think we do now that we're older. But we didn't so much when we were younger. I don't know if that makes sense. Tiff, thank you. I look wonderful. Thank you, Cat Jack. Thank you so much. Good to see your face, darling. Thank you. So, oh my God, I know, Steph. Gertie will be beside herself when you get back. You'll be carrying her for days. So here's something you guys don't know that I'm like kind of heartbroken about. When I get back, I mean, it's not bad news. It is for Gertie and Bo. When I get back, am I in bed? No, Jeff. There's a bed behind me. I'm sitting at a little table. Jeff and I have to leave for 4 or 5 days when I get back for a convention for Jeff. So really makes me sad because my dogs, I'm going to go home and I'm going to turn around and leave again, and they're going to hate their lives. Yeah, Amy, you think so? Pat says we look alike. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Yeah, Gertie needs a sling. I wonder if she would sit in it. Casey Cat, thank you for that super chat, babe. Hey Reese, lovely day in KC, 83 and sunny. Chiefs need to regroup and come big Sunday. B2 Stealth is flying over doing practice runs today. That's cool. You know, Huxley was, although I don't think Huxley was upset about the Chiefs losing. He loves the Chiefs, but did they play the Lions? He also loves the Lions, so I don't know anything about football. Angie Mo, hey Reese, I'm driving around downtown Nashville now, leaving work. I'm going to come looking for you. Glad I caught you live. Downtown Nashville has quite a bit of traffic right now. I have the door right here open and I'm listening to all the traffic. There's quite a bit. I mean, Kansas City is pretty big town too, um, but don't worry, guys. By the way, um, when Jeff and I go, I will be in another hotel room, but this time I'm not going to be with my family, so I can hang and do lives. I talked to Aaron. Aaron and I are really missing each other. I talked to Aaron yesterday and the day before. I'm so proud of him. I'm so proud of him for going on that Cuomo dudes show. Um, and we just miss doing lives. So we will do those back to every day. I'm hoping once I get back tomorrow. Um, but I really miss Aaron. I miss doing a live with him. He's so fun. And I'm proud of him. I'm proud of him for all the work he's been doing with the Masterson thing. And my sister and I talked about that today too. Just disgusted by Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis. And I think they're disgusting people, enablers. Moonage Daydream, Steph. Aaron needs some comedic relief badly. It's been rough on him. I know. I think honestly, that's one of the reasons we keep talking on the phone, and I've been trying to make him laugh, and I just miss Aaron. So, yeah, Daria, I love Daria. Celebrities keep shoving their self worship down our throats. I know. I don't even like celebrities anymore. I don't care about them. I don't pay attention to them. I like celebrities that are never in the spotlight. Like they just have a regular life. Like they just are private and not like trying to be more than what they are. Oh, Carla, you and me both. I really miss Gertie. I feel so sorry for her. A week is a long time for me to be gone. I usually don't. I usually don't leave for a week, and I usually don't go anywhere without Jeff for that long. So it's just been a lot. I mean, it's a great trip, guys. Don't get me wrong. I love my family. I'm kind of winding down and I'm ready to go home and I'm anxious to see Huxley and not that he wants to see me. That kid is so busy all the time with Boy Scouts and football. It's like he's too busy for his mom. But I do miss Jeff a lot and I really miss my animals. So I didn't have a lot I wanted to talk about. There was a little something I kind of wanted to talk about when I was driving here through Nashville today. I was talking to Jeff. I can take Gertie, Huzzah. I can take Gertie. But Jeff has a couple of things that I have to attend. There's a black tie thing I have to go to, and I'm not comfortable leaving her in a hotel room. I mean, I don't know. I won't even like leave her in a car for a second. I'm afraid someone will steal her or I don't know. I'm just weird about it and I just don't want to leave her. And plus it'll be scared. She'll be scared. Yeah, one true Morbs. Reese, so glad you're having a great time and that Jeff had a good laugh with you. Me too, guys. I was worried about it. But he was fine. He laughed. I should have known. It kind of goes to show you how well I don't know Jeff. Jenny, how is Hux feeling? Thank you for asking that. He's much better. I didn't have to make a doctor's appointment. He had a tiny bit of a fever over the weekend, like a 99.7, like a low grade, and then it went away and he's fine. Um, I'm going to star some of these because they're going to go by quick. Amy, that might be the cutest comment I've ever seen in my entire life. Take her to the black tie event. She can get a nice mini caftan, and you know she would rock and roll in a caftan. How cute would that be? Oh, if I was coming to Tucson, that's true. Welcome, Lauren. Glad you're here. Oh, yeah, everybody hit the like button. I guess it does something. I always forget to tell people to like and subscribe, but you guys are my people and my friends, and I just assume you're doing it anyway, and you probably are. Um, Yeah, Rocky, you're not supposed to leave your pets alone in a hotel room. I mean, I don't know if that's total. I mean, you can. I just wouldn't want to. I'm just don't. I'm so protective of Gertie. So that was something that Jeff and I talked about today that I thought was interesting. Do you guys mind if we talk about something um like it's not serious, but I was telling Jeff that like I figure everybody is thank you, Sarah. Sarah Bradshaw. That's nice of you to say. Glad to see you back, Reese. Glad to be back, ready to be back home and doing this normally. Hey Ken, welcome. Um I'm sorry. Sometimes it's like hard to pay attention to the comments and talk about something that's has details. Jeff and I were talking today about like we've both been married a few times now, and like just marriage and like I assume Jeff was like, he said, you're one of two people I've ever met in my life. And Jeff is 65. And he said, you're one of two people I've ever met in my life that is so like open about everything. Like, we'll talk about everything, things that people usually don't want to talk about, things that people are uncomfortable with. And I was like, really? That shocks me. I assume everybody is that way. And he was like, no, not at all. And he said, you really opened me up when we got married. Like when we got together, he was like, you had me uncomfortable at first, but then like immediately I felt not judged by you. And like it was safe to talk about the things, like just being wide open about stuff. And what I mean by that is like, like I know I say like the bone phone and sex and I talk about that, but like I mean it for real this time. Hey Denver Stevo, Clearwater Chad. Hey guys, miss you guys. There's Denver Stevo. What am I doing? Yeah. Where are you? My partner, Miranda says, my partner used to be so closed off, and he says the same. Oh, Daria, you super chatted me. Thank you. This super chat is for our Reese and everyone here to live in love, forgiveness, gentleness, kindness, and most of all, ease in every moment of our lives. God, I love Daria. So profound. Thank you for that super chat. And thank you for that for everyone. That was really a kind thing to say. Um, just like I know. Okay, fine. I gotta say it. Guys, we are close to 10,000 subscribers. That's awesome. I got another super chat. Coma Radio. Glad to catch you live again and support your great work. Were you surprised, like Aaron, that Scientology's opinion leaders are ordered to rally around Masterson? Do you think you know some of them? I just saw that like an hour ago and I haven't really read or watched much about it yet. So I'll have to get back to you on that because I'm not really sure. But as far as them rallying around him, no, I don't think I'm surprised by that. So I guess I'll keep this short about the Jeff and I thing, but like, um, I just feel like it's so important to be open with your partner about everything, but like, especially sex, like what you want, what you're into, what you're willing to try and explore. I just was like, he was like, oh no, Reese. He said, most couples don't really talk about that. Like they don't. Hey, Jilbo Baggins. He was like, most people don't get into that. Like, just they get embarrassed or it's like kind of a closed off thing. And I was like, really? Because I talk about it so much. I talk about what I'm willing to try. I talk about, you know, lack of it. How often do you want to do it? I talk about like different days when my body is like feeling it more than others. And I'm into like exploring all parts of the body. And I guess I wasn't always that way. I guess that's why it's important to have the right partner too, because you have to be comfortable with the person to like show your body. I remember when I first got naked with Tampa B Man. Oh my God, I was just thinking of you. It's her birthday. Today is Barb's birthday. Why are you giving me money on your birthday? Thank you, Barb, because you're a sweet, sweet friend and I love you. Wanted you to know I have stayed with you the entire time you went in hospital after dad situation. You have stayed with me the entire time. I have no doubt about that. And you are a true friend, and I love you, Barb. I'm proud of you. I love you. You've been through a lot yourself, and today is her birthday. So happy birthday to her. Yeah, Amy Joe, you're an open book. Strange that people are not like. I assume that everybody is this way. I think that's so shitty of me to assume that. Um, how did I know that? I saw it on Facebook. I just wished you a happy birthday like an hour ago. Yeah, Jeff, how could you not talk? I don't know. I guess just some people are more closed off, but I could see being closed off with strangers or like, maybe just like friends even, but like your spouse. To me, it's important to be able to talk about anything and everything sexually, explore things. I guess I'm just surprised that people don't do it. It just surprises me. Lori, Barb would have stayed at the hospital until she had to leave to bail me out of jail because I'd have worked Dan over and been busted. Lori, I love you for that. And that actually is true. I know that about you. Lori is very protective. She's amazing. She's had an amazing career. I believe that. And I thank you for that. I wish I had you guys as friends back then. Yeah, Moonage Daydream. Maybe it's an age thing. Um, it could be. Okay. Barb, I love you, my dear, sweet, unrelated sister Dumpling. Barb. It makes me want to cry. Thank you. You get me, Barb. You really get to me. Thank you. Thank you for the money. And thank you. Happy birthday. And you're just amazing. I just think you're an amazing lady. I feel very connected to you. Um, no, Daria, I was not. And I was talking to Jeff about that. Daria says, were you like this with your other partners? I mean, to a degree I was, but how do I but I would say not no. And so maybe it does one thing. It probably does come with age and being comfortable in your skin. But I also think, wow, really? You like is it sign or scene? Big fan of your makeup today, Reese. Thank you. Um, but I also think, oh, Tampa Bay man, that's awesome. I love vacuuming. I miss vacuuming. Good for you that you're vacuuming. Um, I I wouldn't say I was very open with Fred. I mean, Fred knew anything and everything. I was totally comfortable with him. But in my younger marriage, when I was married before, I would say I didn't hide anything. I didn't wasn't avoiding stuff, but I probably wasn't as open just because we didn't really have sex. I did not want to have sex with him. I wasn't attracted to him that way. So we didn't have that chemistry, but I've always, as long as I can remember, been very open. Rhonda, I truly appreciate your openness. We all hope for the best in the world. Hope for the best in the world. Keep hoping will come. That's sweet. Thank you. Um, okay, Keela. That's okay. Keela, you are a hardworking girl. Go do that. Thank you for telling us. Um, Kathy Ann, yeah. Our patience for bullshit gets less as we get older too. We don't have time to mess around, right to the point. That's probably very accurate too. That's probably true. Um, I don't know, guys. Love you, Keela. I don't know. And it's an interesting talk that I'd like to touch more on. We may not necessarily do that today. But I also just think now that I've been with different men, and I had a lot of boyfriends before I was ever married. In my 20s, I dated a lot of different guys, and I didn't know myself then. I feel like I know myself better now. But I just feel like now that I've been I been through enough, like I've experienced different relationships, to me sexual chemistry is really far up there. Like because I'm also a Cancer sign, so like touching, cuddling, snuggling, beloved's bride. Possibly his age might be the reason. We've just turned 64, and well, that was years ago. That could be. And thank you for that super chat. That's a lot of money. Thank you so much. Um, I think it does come with age. I think that's true. But I also think that it's in the way you're raised maybe too. Like a lot of people are old school and you're like and will like say, I mean, tell me if I'm wrong here, but some people are like, You don't talk about that stuff. I disagree. I talk about that stuff. I talk about it to a degree with Huxley, not like going into the deep weeds of it, but like I don't want there to be shame attached to sex. And I also want Huxley to be able to ask me questions without feeling embarrassed so that he doesn't go try to explore it on his own. Like I've talked to him about getting girls pregnant and diseases. And I mean, I'm sure all parents do at this point, but like I tell him how sex is a very good thing. It's very healthy, you know, when it's the right time. Like I tell them, I said, Jeff and I have a lot of sex, Huxley, where it's healthy, we're married, and, you know, it's normal. I want him to know that, but not to the extreme. I don't go like deep into it, but I don't want him to feel like, oh, sex is dirty or it's shameful. I don't want him to feel that way. I want him to know that like it's it's perfectly okay to ask questions and it shouldn't feel weird and you can come to me and ask me or you know what I mean? Yeah, Lori. Lori's very transparent. Um, I love Daria too. Daria, you are so profound with your words. It's connecting to your wisdom too, your true essence, how you raise yourself up, heal your trauma, and decide to thrive. Connecting to yourself happens. It should happen no matter your age. I love that. Yeah, it is a matter of also knowing who you are and being comfortable in your own skin. Now, I say that, and I'm totally, totally not comfortable in my skin as far as like I'm looking at myself right now, and I find myself to be very unattractive. That's not so that you can all start commenting and saying, Reese, you're gorgeous. I just don't feel like a pretty person. I don't feel like I'm attractive. It's subjective, I know, but I also feel comfortable enough in my skin to know my body and to voice that to Jeff and say, this is what I like. This is what I want more of. This is what I don't like. I think that's important, guys, in a relationship. Kirsten Iverson, I was pleasantly surprised at first about your openness. I find it refreshing. Woman from Denmark, 67 years old. I'm glad to hear that, Kirsten. That's important that you voiced that to me. Thank you. And thank you for the super chat as well. That means a lot. Thank you. Salty Beach girl Lori, I just dropped my son off at college. Freshman, told him not to add to the population, don't subtract from the population. Do end up in a hospital or jail. Oh, I bet you're sad. Good for him going to college. That's amazing. I'll be sad that day. Moonage Daydream, he will be a well-adjusted young man and confident within himself and respectful to his partner. I hope that's true. And I've always, since Huxley was probably a little bit too young, I've always explained to him like about consent. And when somebody, but especially a girl, says no, that means no. And you don't touch people and you keep your damn hands to yourself and you be a gentleman and you respect girls. Yeah, Pat. Telling kids about sex without shame is the way to go for sure. Yeah, I mean, I just don't want him to feel like this is a subject that's off limits. This is something I can't talk about. I have sat there at the dinner table with Jeff and, you know, told him, you know, I know at first when Jeff and I were first together or like married newly, I would talk about this stuff and Jeff was like, this is inappropriate. And he was raised that way. That's exactly what I mean. Jeff was raised that like that's off limits. It's not in my house and it's not with my child. There's obviously a line, right? Like I don't want to go too far talking about it, but I want to answer his questions and I want him to be able to look me in the eye and not feel weird or squirmy or uncomfortable and just talk about it. And so I do. Huxley has no problem talking to me about sex or body questions. And actually, he asked me some question that was sexual, like when we were talking about it. And when we were done with the conversation, he said, thanks, Mom. He said, I really appreciate you openly talking with me about this. He was like, I just don't feel weird about it. And he was like, that means a lot to me. And I thought, goal accomplished. That's all I want too. Like, I just want to be able to have a straight, like I'm doing with you guys. This shouldn't be weird. And so Jeff told me today, he goes, I've been married a few times and it's weird. Women don't talk, like my wives were not like, they didn't tell me what they liked sexually. They weren't comfortable talking about sex. And I was like, I mean, sorry guys, but when Jeff and I have sex, I'll be like, do more of that, less of that. Put your finger here, move over to the left. I am very specific. I mean, not every time, but like, I don't have a problem like being like, I don't like that. Or the thing you did last week when we did that, do that again. I just don't think it's weird. It shouldn't be weird. It just shouldn't be weird or giggly or goofy. It's just bodies and it's your partner in love and life. Like, yes, Carla, thank you. I'm teaching Huxley the right things about sex and it's age appropriate. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want to do that with a 7-year-old, but he's almost 14. Yes, Kathy Ann. My mission for my eldest has always been to make him a husband a woman wants to have. Yes. I mean, me too. That's such a goal for me for Huxley. I want him to have a really wonderful wife someday. And I want her to be so grateful to have him. And I want him to be a gentleman. Snake, Ken, my mom had that talk with me, and I'm glad she did. Yeah. Andrea, I think that says a lot about how comfortable you are with Jeff. You feel safe enough to be open. Yeah, I feel very, very comfortable with Jeff. And guys, by the way, I'm not shaming people who don't feel comfortable having these talks. Like, I don't want to walk away from today's live and people are like, well, some people don't. Like, it's okay if you don't have that kind of a talk with your spouse or child. But for me, it works best. It just works best to be able to just voice what I'm thinking. I mean, you guys know that about me. You guys know me very well. This is who I am. Deej, thank you for that stupor sticker. I love you, Jesus is God. I'm glad you made it. Thank you, Rocky Mountain High. I was so touched by Hux when he was on your podcast. Such a great young man. You are doing a great job with him. Thank you. I can't wait to have him back. I would like to have him on again. I would like to have him chit chat with you guys. You know, Jeff kind of touched on it and told me that he seems to be kind of sad about Doug this week since I've been gone. So I want to talk to him about that when I get home and find out what's going on. What do my bracelets say? I had these made. Um, Godspeed and good luck. And then in a store, this one store that I love in Kansas City, this lady talked me into buying this one. She works there and I love her. She's a friend of mine. Her name's Caroline. She was like, Reese, you're the greatest of all time. So you need to shine and wear this. I never wear this bracelet. Goat. It was just a joke and it's funny. I am not a narcissist like that. I would never walk around and be like, yeah, I'm the goat. It was just funny. And I like the colors in it, but I don't normally wear it. I just thought it was funny. I threw it on before I got on the plane last week. That's a good point, Amy Jo. Kids will let you know how much they are comfortable to talk about with. Yes, that's how I feel, Moonage Daydream. Better he gets proper information from you than from porn or idiot teenage boys. That's what I thought too in my mind when we were talking about it. I was like, I would rather have this talk than like him go try to find out from somewhere else where it's not a good source. Yeah, exactly, Nakia. If he doesn't hear from you, he will go ask somebody else. Kids should feel comfortable talking to their parents. Yeah, I'm glad you guys are on board with this. Jeff, your kid is in the room. Okay. Well, this isn't the best. My lives are not always for children's ears, Jeff. We do talk about the bone phone a lot. Thank you, Carla. I'm the perfect mom for Huxley. I hope so. I don't think I always do it the best, but I mean, he could have worse. So true. For decades, sex was all about the man and woman should lie there silently and have zero pleasure. Women are entitled to it and shouldn't have to forego it. Yeah, I also have a good guy. Jeff is such a gentleman and he's all about me first. Like when we do have sex, like Jeff is all about taking care of me before him. And I love that about him. Like and he's so like, is this weird for you guys to talk about? He's so good with his hands and he's so like, Jeff gives me massages all the time, like all the time. And I mean, like during the physical activity, he will like start rubbing and massaging my feet. He massages my neck. He'll rub my temples. I love Jeff. He is such a gentleman, but it's amazing that like he has such good hands and he just like will be rubbing. He wakes me up in the middle of the night, almost every night, and he'll start like rubbing my back and he'll like do this and like rub me. And I'm like, oh, Jeff, I love you. Oh, Downtown Abbey, you made a live. I need to catch up on comments. Huzzah. I love that, Reese. I've never had anybody in my life like that, and I hope to be more like you in my parenting. That's a kind thing to say. Thank you. Thank you, Amanda. Any child would be so lucky to have you for a mother. Thank you. Guys, this is really kind. Thank you. Yeah, Amy says, please teach boys and girls about consent. Consent is everything. I have been talking to Huxley about that for so long. And I don't mean sexual consent. Of course, I mean that, but like consent in general. Like, because I think I'm more touchy about it because of my upbringing in Scientology. Scientology is so forceful, making you do things you always don't want to do. And so I think I'm even more touchy about. My dad was so forceful with me and my sister growing up that I am I'm very the opposite of that with Huxley. I'm never like, get it done, you're going to do it or else. I don't like that. I like people to have a choice, even my own kid. Like people don't like to do things at that level anyway. So it's like I lived and breathed that for decades. I don't want to do it. I don't like that. I don't like people who are very like forceful. So when I say consent, I mean consent across the boards. It's important to not to me, like I just tell Huxley, like you got to get a yes from people. You can't be forceful. Now, he's really sweet anyway. Huxley's never been a weirdo like that. So I think that we are, yes, Barb, Tampa B man. Very simple. Just don't be a dick. Words to live by. You know what else? Don't be a dick swinger. Okay. There's a lot of those in Nashville and I'm already sick of it. Um, but it's true. It's like consent is everything just in life. I just, it's very important. Yeah. Hux also will know that he has the right to consent or not too. Of course, guys, it's men and women. I mean, that's not a female thing. Consent. It's a human being thing. And just, it should always be a thing. I think again, just even kind of getting fired up feeling about it. There's just no consent so much in Scientology, as you guys have seen with a lot of people's stories. It's forced, and I hate it. I like that. Not that, Helen. Is this weird? You make me laugh so much, Reese. Everything is weird, sweetheart, but your brand of weird is awesome. Thank you. Yeah, Amy, Scientology loves to strip consent in all areas of life. Yes. Yeah, Nancy, it's only shame when it's treated like a shameful topic. I agree. Swinging dick, swing that dick. There you go, Downtown Abbey. I sang it today driving on the damn highway here. You know the dick swingers, the dick swingers on dirt bikes or whatever they are, those like super speedy, sporty bikes. He was like weaving in and out of traffic. And I was like, swing that dick, swing that dick. Yeah, shame is trauma, Barb. Yeah, I agree with that too, Nikia. Genuine yes needs to be the answer, not I guess. Mousy, a dick swinger? Guys, what is a dick swinger? A dick swinger is like, it's typically a guy. Don't get me wrong, there's some women, but like it's typically a guy that's super egotistical, super narcissistic, and just better than the rest. That's a dick swinger. And so all the OT8s in Scientology is full of dick swingers anyway. But if you climbed OT8, you're not you get a dick swinger award. Carla, when my son came to me and I saw he was in love with this girl, I bought some condoms and put him in his room for when nobody could see him. I love that. As long as he was old enough, I think that's great. I think that's a good thing to do as a mother. That's a sweet thing to say, and I think that's true, Moonage Daydream. You're giving Hux the love and life that you were denied. I like to believe that. Thank you for saying it. It's validating even that you say it. Oh, really, Jeff? Your church did that? Shame. Yeah. Janet, Lady 8 Santana, Reese given Goldie Hawn vibes. Whoa, I love Goldie Hawn. Love you, girl. I just turned 38 today. Another birthday. Happy birthday. Need to catch up on all your videos and will do. All love the SBT TV community. Well, thank you. Welcome too. I don't recognize your name, so welcome. I love Goldie Hawn and I like her daughter, Kate Hudson, too. I mean, I don't know anything about them really in real life, but I think Goldie Hawn seems like such a cool lady. Oh my God, Amy. OT9 will unlock the ultimate dick swinging powers. Dick swingers unite. You guys love the dick swinging song. You're funny, you guys. Oh my God, Marilyn. I love Marilyn. Hello, my friend. I've been lurking and listening to all your lives from Nashville while I try to catch up on crochet orders, but I'm here and I wanted to send my love. Thank you. Down with dick swingers. Marilyn, I miss you. Thank you for the super chat. You're such a good friend. Thank you. We'll have to see what you're crocheting too. She is such a talented artist. You do, Denver Stevo. We need to do a live together. You need the quality sex ed I've given to Hux. I have a lot of questions with you and I need them answered. Like, why are you a man in your 40s? And you don't know a lot about that. We need to delve into it and really see it, do a deep dive, if you will, Steve. We need to do a deep dive. I need to know more about it. I need to know more why you don't have the roadmap to success. That's so true. Most of the dick swingers wish they had a dick they could even swing. God, so many. There's a lot of swinging dicks here in Nashville. Yeah. Beloved's bride. Yeah. Not just better. Dick swingers are a better breed in their own mind. They are so full of themselves. Oh, Marilyn says, I miss you too, love. I just finished at Denver Steve O'Doll. Now I'm working on more Xenos. That is so cool. Nancy. Reese, a deep dive. Yeah, we need to do a deep dive. Sometimes I like to use that term. I think I'm going to use it more. I think I'm going to use it more like fuck off into the forever. I need to integrate it into things. Like with strangers. I want to be like, we should do a deep dive about that sometime. Doesn't that sound fun? It just like rolls off, it rings nicely. Like I want someone to be like, "Oh, I'm just not confident with this." And I want to be like, "Let's do a deep dive about that. You and me right now. Let's do it." I may do that on the airplane tomorrow. That's a great idea. People love sitting next to me, I'm sure. I'm going to sit next to some guy and be like, anything you want to do a deep dive about, sir? I've got the time. We've got an hour and 35 minutes, according to the pilot. Let's do a deep dive. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it tomorrow. I will report back with you guys and tell you how it goes. I'm probably going to get some guy that puts headphones on and goes, can you shut the fuck up, please? How fun would that be, though? I'm going to start saying it, guys. It needs to catch on. I'd really like to use it like off the wall too. Like I'm thinking of more ways. Like I'm going to compliment somebody tomorrow and I'm going to be like, where did you get that sweater? Let's do a deep dive about it. Let's do a deep dive about your closet. What kind of a palette do you have? Let's talk about this ensemble. Let's do a deep dive. Don't you guys think? It's really starting to fit in here. I don't think anybody cares about what I'm talking about, by the way. Nikia, I have so many amazing quotes that need to be on shirts. I need to figure that out. I would love to have some merch. Ask my neighbor if they would like to have an extensive conversation about consent. Who's my neighbor? That's true. My guy on the plane's gonna think I want to join the Mile High Club. I don't. Only with Jeff. Huzzah. Record it with your Apple Watch, please. That's a great idea. Robin Miners, will you sing the other song? How's it go? Mama said not to, but I did it anyway. Misbehaving. I did it. I did that for you. I would have done it minus the $5, but you gave me $5. Thank you for the super chat. I don't know the rest of the words to that song. Misbehaving. Where did you get that sweater? Let's do a deep dive. Let's do a deep dive about it. Oh my God. One true marks. Can we have a deep dive about communicating with partners about having needs? Guys, let's do a deep dive with Aaron. I want to do a deep dive sometime with him. Remember that night that we almost got drunk and he told us that he shit his pants? And he didn't want to answer it. Do you remember that? I was like, did you shit your pants? And he was like, maybe. I love getting Aaron to open up. I love getting him to talk about himself, personal things. Let's do a deep dive on Aaron. We're all going to plan for it. We did get him to say cooter a lot. So he's really come a long way. Yeah, my neighbor on the plane. Okay, I get it. Where am I going tomorrow? Home, Jilbo. I'm going home to KC. Yes. I'm kind of liking it. I want everybody to start using it. I'm catching up. Sarah, I know. I love your spunk and openness, but if it were anyone but you, I'm ticked off when people try to play and talk me. I agree, actually. I won't do it unless, I mean, I can feel people out pretty well. I can tell if somebody wants to talk and if they don't. And honestly, when I travel by myself, I'm pretty quiet. Like, I'm just going to put in my AirPods and listen to music. But if I'm with Jeff, I tend to get more chatty. And I'll be like, where are you going? Where are you flying? Let's do a deep dive about that. It is? Jessicology? Oh no, please don't start using deep dive all the time. It's a dick swinging thing to do. It is? I think I know what you mean, like in the corporate world. Yeah, I think I know. When I had my corporate job, I do remember that. And like corporate dick swingers would say it. But don't you feel like I can pass it off? Like I feel like you can give me a pass because I'm not saying it like a dick swinger. Please report back to me on that. Let me know if I can get away with it. Beloved's bride, you're going to scare him. I talk to everyone and they're not sure what to do at first. Thank you for the super chat. I don't really scare people, guys. Feel like I'm pretty good with like entering into a conversation, feeling it out. I don't want to overwhelm people. Like I don't talk about my vagina unless I know it's safe and the person feels comfortable with it. Consent. You got to get their consent too. Aaron will run away screaming from this conversation like a little girl. He will scream like a little girl. I agree with that, Iwa Fredrickson. One question for me is why is sexuality not allowed on TV and movies, but killing people is fine? Explaining love is not hard. Good point. You want a t-shirt that says, let's do a deep dive, Michelle? That conversation with Aaron was so funny. Nikia, that's hilarious. Record your deep conversations with strangers, and you can do a whole YouTube series called Deep Dives with Strangers. You'd have to, I guess if it's a two-party consent state, it would be okay. That would be funny. Could piss some people off too, though, and I wouldn't want to piss anybody off. I know, Duchess Diana. He's only comfortable saying cooter because he's picturing a turtle. Yeah, let's do a deep dive about Aaron Gilbo. Jessicology. Let's pull that thread. It's far more in line with your personality. That's true. You could say it in a different way. You don't have to say deep dive. You could kind of make up other stuff like that. Let's pull that thread. Let's touch on that. Let's touch on that. That's so fun to do that with people. Yeah, I do like saying fuck off into the forever. Stephanie, I don't have any restaurant recommendations. I haven't eaten out that much in Nashville, sadly. But I know they have good food here. There's good shopping here too. I just haven't done much. Jilba, you used to not be able to say the word penis. That's funny. It's me, Terry. Are you a fan of music artist rapper Tech Nine? He's from Casey Mo. I know he's from Casey Mo, but no, I don't really know a lot of his music. I think I know like one or two songs, but not really. Jessa, you sold your case. You can use it. Well done. I passed. I passed the test. Thank you, Jessa. Lynn, I'm okay and I'm safe. That guy was fine in the bar. Jeff laughed it off. We're good. We're no, he didn't change the keys. He didn't change the lock, and I'm not getting divorced. You guys, let's not tell Aaron. And then the next time I do a live with Aaron, I'm going to be like, tell us more about that, Aaron. Let's do a deep dive. Tell us more about that. Let's dive deep into this. Yeah, I liked recording in a public space, Amy. I like taking you guys on a field trip. Maybe we should go out and about more. I got to catch up. I'm trying to catch up. Yeah, Nakia, there's some pain there for sure. If we did a deep dive on Aaron, all our hearts would break. It's true. We all have some rough stories. But Aaron's full of laughs too. Welcome, Jeff. Jeff, you changed your picture and I'm not used to it. I love you, Jeff. Denver Stevo, it does not. Deep dive does not sound dirty, Denver Stevo. You have a lot to learn. We're going to do a little bit of a sex ed on you because, again, I have a lot of questions as to why. We need to do a deep dive as to why you don't have the map to success. Okay, Lori, thank you for being here. Have fun tonight. Thank you. Thank you, Goldie, for taking over and for being here in the first place. Yeah, Tampa Bay man, you did change your picture, didn't you? Oh my God, that cat is so cute. What is that cat's name? Oh, I want that cat. I miss my cat. I'm having like withdrawals with my animals. You guys, I posted a lot of pictures on Facebook. I felt a little weird posting that picture of myself last night from I was in a hotel room last September, but I really liked that picture and it looked like my mom. I'm going to post a picture again today of maybe that one. I don't know. Let's see. I went and saw my sister's baby again today, and you guys, he's so cute. Look at how precious. Oh, I don't get baby fever. Like, I wouldn't want to have another baby, but he was so little to hold, and he was cuddling me. He was like wrapped up like this, and he was snuggling me. I know. Oh, really, Tracy? You would love to sit next to me on a flight? I would love to sit next to you too. I would love to sit next to so many of you. Oh, that's Belle. Oh, here's another cat. Oh, that's a cute cat too. That cat was Belle. This one is Tito. God, they're cute. Thank you, Sarah. Says that picture you posted was beautiful. Thank you. I don't usually like to post pictures of myself, but I liked it. Yes, that baby is so cute. I wish I lived here so I could babysit. Like I do, I don't get baby fever to have another baby, but I do like holding babies. And he was just so cuddly. And they really, the word is precious. Like they truly are so precious. Ugh. My mom, she's very pretty. But in her younger years, my mom was a goddess, like drop dead. My mom, she's still beautiful, But like when she was in her 30s, 40s, even like I saw some pictures of her when she was like 17. My mom was so pretty. How old is he? 3 months. He just turned 3 months old. He was a preemie, so he's still like only 9 pounds, but he's little. Jeff, I don't need a puppy. I have 2 dogs, and I only rescue older dogs. Honestly, I don't really rescue puppies. Talon 37. Reese, miss you with Aaron. You guys are awesome together live. Talon, you couldn't be more right. Thank you for that, and I can't wait to get back in the swing of things with Aaron. I miss him. Miss talking to Aaron. I miss him making me laugh. I don't know if I understand this. How is older sibling dealing with the baby brother? Laura, he loves his little brother. My sister has a 2.5-year-old, and he loves that kid. He like comes up and rubs him and snuggles him. I mean, that could all change, but he loves him. Amy, did your parents split before your mom left Scientology? Yes, my mom left when I was 6 years old, divorced my dad, and she stayed in Scientology for like another year and a half, I think. Yes, Yvonne, that baby smell is heavenly. Black Cat Maggie. Maggie just wanted to see herself on YouTube. Oh, is that the cat? Oh, that's so cute. Thank you for the super chat. Oh, Aaron just went live. Okay. Well, you know what, guys? We've been on an hour. I'll jump off so that you guys can switch over to Aaron. And so I fly home tomorrow, just FYI. It's like tomorrow afternoon. So I probably won't be on tomorrow, but I'll be back on Thursday and I'll be home Thursday. I don't want to jump into Aaron's stream because I don't know if he's doing something with somebody else. He didn't invite me, so I don't want to. He might have some agenda. But you guys go ahead and jump over to Aaron. He deserves the support. I'm really proud of Aaron. And I will be back on. I love you guys. Thank you for all the super chats. Thank you for all the support. Always, always. Goldie, he's not live. He just posted a Cuomo clip. Well, people will. Okay. People still may want to leave and go over and watch that. I don't know. Okay. Aaron is not live. Aaron is not live. Tampa B man, you'll always stay with me. I know you, Barb. I see you and I love you. I mean, we can sign off anyway, guys. It's 5:39 here. I feel like we covered a lot today, but we do need to do more of a deep dive. I'm going to start saying it. I love you too, One True Morbs. I feel like we can sign off, guys. It's okay. I mean, unless there's something else you guys want to discuss, if there's some topic you want to talk about, if there's something you want to ask, I'm happy to stick around a little longer and do that. I love you guys for all saying we're not leaving. I love you guys. I really love you guys. I feel like if I had high blood pressure, you would lower it. That's one thing I don't have. Yeah, Daria, we can connect when I get home. But I will, like I said, I wasn't really going to stay on much more. Oh, Abita. Oh my God. Tampa B man, Barb, thank you for the super chat. It's your birthday. I love you, Barb. Abita, thank you for the super chat, Barb. Okay, I'm going to hold on. Oh, there it is. What was an interesting fact that you learned from your sister about her time in Scientology? So that is a good question. I did listen to quite a bit of her story today. Sorry, I was looking at those. There's my Jeffrey at the front door. I can't wait to get a hold of him. You guys have no idea. Let me star some of this. Take us to a bar, Jeff. You're funny. I didn't get the full story today, guys, but like she shared with me some terrible things that our dad did to her. He was such a horrible human being. He was so abusive. And he basically kicked her out of the house when she was 14 or 15 and told her she said that he quote would say, "You're just not a part of the team anymore," which is so something my dad would say. She was 14 or 15 years old. She couldn't drive a vehicle yet. He kicked her out of the house and just said, "You're not a part of the team anymore." She was in and out of the Sea Org before that when she was like 13. And she left the Sea Org, and then she got brought back to the Sea Org, and it was really terrible. And she didn't go to school, just like I didn't. She didn't go to high school except for just a short time. I'm going to hang around a little bit longer, One True Morbs, and then I will sign off because I'm going to get a call probably from my mom soon. She, I'm trying to think what else she told me. Yeah, my dad lives here in Nashville. I'd love to run into him. I hate him so much. I hate my father. Um, she said he really didn't want her. And I kind of tend to agree with that. My dad was meaner to her than he was to me. He really, really seemed to be bothered by her. Like he just never seemed as interested in her, especially. And did you and your sister see each other when you were still in? No, not really traveling B2000. No. We actually, thank you, Barb. You hate my dad too. My sister and I really didn't get to know each other until I was in my 30s. I've never really lived with her. I lived with her until I was about 7 or 8 years old, and then she left and went to Kansas City to stay with my mom. And then quickly after that, she joined the Sea Org. So I never was raised with her. I have very little memories with her. And just like sitting on her couch talking to her today was something new. I don't spend time with her. We don't talk on the phone. And there's things I don't know about her. We weren't raised together. Yes, definitely Moonage Daydream. It's good that you support each other through dealing with the effects of his evilness. Absolutely. Thank you, Chow Yun Smut. Hey, Reese Pants, your dad's a shithead. You turned out awesome despite that. Thank you. We were talking about that today too. You know, Brianna, my sister, is very successful. She went to college. She got her GED, and she does MRIs and stuff. She does like radiology stuff. And I'm so proud of her. I'm so impressed. She's very smart. And I told her today, I'm like, we could have ended up like total drug addicts or like living in a halfway house. Like we are good girls. We're good kids. And it's sick that like he didn't want us and he still doesn't. And she has two, you guys saw him. She's two beautiful babies that my dad will never know. How could you not be proud of those kids, your grandchildren? Scientology is so mind blowing. Even to this day, you guys, we were talking about that. Like we're just kind of blown away. Um, yeah, traveling bee. Wow, that is sad. It's so nice that you got to have this time with them all. It is nice. Yeah, Daria, he's not mentally well. Amy is absolutely accurate. There's no such thing as unconditional love in Scientology. It's so true. Doesn't make it any less sad to me though. Somebody I starred this. Grammarly, does the Casey org have anything to do with the Wichita mission, or are they totally separate? Totally separate. Totally separate. Huzzah! Reese, you have created one of the greatest virtual communities I've ever been a part of. Don't ever leave your lives. I don't ever leave your lives if I can help it. Wow, huzzah! Thank you. That's a huge compliment. It's true. Scientology encourages evil fuckers and crushes the good people. Yeah, it's true. Daria says, I've said it before, I'll say it again. If you're an advanced intergalactic being, you should know love, kindness, and empathy better than, and evolved out of shame and punishment. Yeah. Good point, Barb. Unconditional love will last billions of years, unlike LRH. So true. Yeah. PSP Wolf. So sorry you and your sister didn't get to grow up together. I am too, guys. It gets me, kind of gets me here. I said the same thing, Nikia. I said that today. She's so Nikia says, "How did your dad not get in trouble legally?" I said, "He kicked you out at 15 or 14, however old she was." And she said, "Yeah." And I said, "Why didn't he get in trouble?" And she said, it was a while ago. I don't know. But it gets to me, you guys. I really love my sister, but I know I've known coworkers better than I know her. I don't know her that well. And that makes me very sad. It gets to me. Um, Now it's a good thing because we can learn all about each other now and we have time to get to know each other and love each other and be around her babies, her beautiful babies. But I always wanted the connection with a sibling and a parent, and I didn't get to have that. um, yeah, Jeff took away your sisterhood. Yes, yeah. And maybe that's why I don't really have a lot of friends, because I didn't even get to have that bond, that connection with her. Yeah, Moonage Daydream, you can grow old with your sister, though, back together despite everything. It's hard for me, though. It's rough. I told her today, I said, Brianna, I thought it was normal the way we grew up until recently. I thought it was normal. And she was like, oh no. And I said, I really did, though. And I said, they really robbed us. Like, I'm not being a victim here, but they really robbed us. Like, we did not get to experience basic things, you know, that I wish we could have. I wish we could have experienced those things together. And you can't go back, but I'm happy that I got to sit with her for hours today, just one on one and talk, with her and her beautiful children. But it makes me sad that we're catching up on all that lost time. But at least we're here and we can. Tampa B Man, damn you, girl. You're so amazing. Every time I see your gorgeous spirit, I fall in love with you more. I love you, Barb. Thank you for the super chat. My God, girl. Thank you. It's Barb's birthday today, everybody. She's amazing. She is an amazing artist. I love her. Thank you, Cheryl. Remarkable woman. Though I have no doubt your sister's remarkable too. She is. She really is. But it makes me sad that I don't know my sister that well. I want to say there's nothing I can do about it, but there is. We can go forward and learn about each other. But it made me sad to sit there today and ask my sister the most hard, but like basic questions. Like, I had to ask my sister today, did you go to high school? I didn't know. Yeah, I think that's true. Hannah needs to yell. Siblings are how we learn to make friends. That could, I never put that together until just now. That could be, it's like, when a mother and a child is born, and how the mother needs that time, the father too, to bond with the child, how important that is. Of course, we all know that. I didn't get that time with my sister. I never probably bonded with her. And it's weird to ask her questions that I should know. I should know more than anybody. I always wanted to have that closeness with her, that's like a best friend, but closer, like your sister, your heart, your beating heart. I don't know shit about her. It makes me very sad. Thank you, Tracy, for the hug. I probably should move here because I feel like I'm really missing out. It's expensive to live here, or I like if I had a job that I made good money, I would probably move here because it makes sense. This is where my family is. And I keep thinking it over the years with her children now. Her son is 2.5. And when she was pregnant with him, I thought, I want to be around my sister now more than ever. I want to grow up with her, or I want to grow up with her. I want our children to grow up around me, is what I'm trying to say. I want to know her kids. I want to babysit for her. I want to go pick her up and go to lunch with her. I'd like to go shopping with her. I've never done those things with her. I've never had a chance to spend time with her like that. Oh, Pat, for sure, she wants a relationship with me too. She's my older sister, you know? But I didn't get those things. And it does. I didn't expect to cry today, but it makes me really sad. Barb, damn girl. Money isn't a worry for you. Feels so good to give. Kind of selfish that way. That's amazing. Bless your soul that it is not a worry for you. I hope to be there someday. I would love to feel that way. Thank you for this. It means a lot. I haven't made much money since I've been here, since I haven't been on YouTube at all. So thank you. You're catching me up. Thank you, Barb. Thank you again. I mean, it means a lot. Thank you. You do have a very giving heart. You're an amazing lady. We could all learn a lot from you. It's true, Huzzah. It is sad, but just like Jeff with his biological mom, you have a chance to know her as an adult. I grew up close to my brother, but now we barely speak, and I could use a close sibling now more than ever. I'm sorry that you barely speak. Yeah, Jeff, effing cult. You said it, man. Thank you. Traveling bee, it's important to allow yourself to grieve. You are courageous. Thank you. Hit a nerve here, guys. I think we both looked at each other with sad eyes today on that couch. And it hit me to go, did you go to high school? Like, our dad kicked you out of the house when you were 15? A child? There's so much pain. The world needs less of it, and there's so much of it. And I could see that in her eyes. And it just, I really do want to do a live with her sometime, but we talked about it. She wants to, and she's happy to, but she's got these kids. And I said, take your time. We'll figure it out. We'll probably want a good 2 hours. We could pre-record it too, but I think it'd be fun to do a live. Don't worry about that. It's me, Terry. I just appreciate you guys being here with me. Tampa B man, you're very welcome. Thank you, Barb. You're amazing. She really is amazing. Yeah, Barb. At least I was on that couch with her. It really meant something today. I felt it today. But I felt like we're cut from the same cloth and we don't know it. Like, there's probably so much more. There's probably just hours and hours and hours of catching up on things and like getting to know things. Like, she told me things today that I was like, really? I didn't know that. Carol Klingon Tarherder, did your sister go with your mom when she got kicked out? No, she went onto the streets. She found a guy and moved in with him, and he had a bunch of roommates, and she stayed with some guy. I mean, she dated him after that, but I mean, no, nope. She lived in Omaha on the streets. You're right, Robin. I can only move forward. And Hannah, you're right too. Of all times to reconnect now that you're free from Scientology is best. I just wish I lived here because it would be really special. But I can always come back. I can come visit. Given what your dad did to both of you, you are amazing in reclaiming your bond. And time some of those small details won't matter as much as you focus on the present and future together. That's a good point. Thank you for that, Steph. Amanda, I'm not getting a cold. I'm crying. I'm just stuffed up because I was crying. Andrea Malloy, virtual hug for you, Reese. Thank you for that. Thank you for that super chat. Yeah, Abita, you have all that time now. Embrace it. Love you too, DM. Katie Smith, grieving isn't just for death. You're doing this right. And that's a good point. I find it helpful as long as you guys don't mind, which I know you don't, most of you. I find it helpful to talk about this stuff here. It's kind of therapy for me. It's therapeutic. I know it gets very personal, but that's why you guys are on this channel. It's not for everybody. This channel is not for everybody. We get very personal about serious things, and we laugh, we cry, and I know you guys don't mind. It does get to me though. Yeah, I think you're right. Moving to be near her is a good idea, especially long term once Hux is away from home. I also think it would help Huxley to be here with everybody. My family here, especially now that he lost Doug and Brenda. You think that isn't a kick in the chest? He's at home in Kansas City where Doug and Brenda are. Like, it does make me think that we should move here. He'd be near my parents. He'd be near my sister. He'd get to know his cousins. I mean, there's an age gap there, but he would love it. Huxley came over the summer. He loves his little cousin. It would be nice. And plus, this is Huxley's favorite place. He tells me that all the time. The farm is his favorite place. And I do love Tennessee. My God, it is beautiful here. It's so much prettier than Kansas City. I like Kansas City, but I've got no ties to it. I don't need to be there. Now, am I married to a man who has a business there? Yes, but Jeff always tells me he can work from anywhere. He writes software. So, I mean, he can run his business from anywhere. Yeah, Pat. Jeff is, oh, yeah, guys. Nakia, Pat, you guys were asking me if Jeff's willing to move. Jeff wants to move here. He talks about it all the time. Jeff wants to move here. We just don't know if we can afford it. Tennessee is, can Jeff, he can move his business to Nashville, but he can also run it from home. He has clients nationwide anyway that he writes software for. Yeah, my mom loves going there to Dollywood and Pigeon Forge. Yeah, Goldie, he can do his business from anywhere. Jeff talks about it all the time. He's like, let's move to Tennessee. It's just a finance thing. I don't know. Housing is crazy. My mom said 1,500 people a day move to Nashville. I'm in downtown Nashville right now. It's amazing. I wouldn't want to live in Nashville, like downtown. I'd want a nice house out somewhere else. Yeah, find a cute place outside of Nashville. Ray, and I feel privileged that you all welcome me warmly. Of course, Ray. You're very welcome here. This is a safe place. It's a trust tree. We're all in the nest. Yeah, Moonage Daydream says, make plans, figure it out, and do it. Yeah, Kentucky's nice too. Cheaper and closer to Tennessee. Yeah, I think there's affordable options outside of Nashville. Seriously? Gremley? Casey had the nation's highest rent hike this past year. Oh my God. Well, Kansas City isn't small potatoes either. It's not cheap there either. And I love our house. I mean, I hate the city I live in, like the town. I'm used to the Kansas side. But my God, I love our home. Like if I had the money to spend, I would move here and build a house based on the house we have. I would get a builder and say, is my nose bleeding? No. I get bloody noses all the time. I would get a builder and build one like similar to my house now. Daria Huxley is grieving too. It'd be very healing for him to be near deep love from your mom and sis and cousins, because Doug and Brenda didn't give Hux the deep love he deserves. It was based on Scientology. It was totally conditional love. I agree. That's a good point, Daria. I mean, my parents own a ton of land here. The farm that they have now is on almost 1,000 acres. But he's got land. My dad has more land in Tennessee. He's got farms in Kentucky. He's got farms all over the United States. And my husband, Jeff, says he's like, I'd love to move here and like build a house on their land. That would never fly. They wouldn't let us do that. But you know, it'd be cool to do something like that. Oh yeah, One Tree Morbs. My parents had a house in Murfreesboro for a while. It was a nice house and it had a pool. I loved that house. I'd love for you to cook for me. You're amazing. I don't want to live where, Kathy Ann? There's so many like different parts outside of Nashville. It's hard. It's like Brianna, my sister and I were talking about it today. Like it's so spread out. Like I don't know where to go. My sister's in Nolansville. There's like Murfreesboro, uh, Gatlinburg, some shit. I don't know. There's a lot. Barb, you'll help with moving expenses. I love you, Barb. You guys, let's just take a minute to appreciate how amazing she is. I just think I'm just so connected to you. I love you, Barb. Okay, heads up, Aaron is now going live. It sounds like he's getting ready to go live, Daria says. We'll figure it out. You guys, is Memphis expensive? I don't know. I would guess so. But it's kind of far away. I wouldn't want to move to Memphis because I think it's 3 hours from here. And if I'm going to move here, I want to be like within 30, 40 minutes of going to see family. That wouldn't be ideal for me in Huxley. I would like to move to Chattanooga, which is like 2 hours away, but I wouldn't do that either because it's like, what's the point? I want to be within distance to just hop in the car and go see my mom or my sister. Yeah, it's not cheap, guys. Places are expensive. Nashville is such a cool place, but dang, it's so expensive. That's a good idea, Scooby Doo. Sit down with the family, including Huxley, and ask what they think and get their opinions and approval from both the guys. I've already done that. They're on board. Jeff wants to move to Nashville. Huxley, it's his favorite place in the world. Huxley loves coming here. He loves the farm. He likes to work the farm. He takes care of the animals. He bush hogs, which I don't even know what that means. He does all kinds of outdoor stuff. They pay him to work at the farm. Huxley is all about the outdoors, space, and my parents, and he loves it. So it's a yes from both of those guys. Nikia, I've always wanted to see Nashville. I'll come help you move. Great. I believe you. No, don't worry, guys. I'm not moving. I'm not moving to Memphis. Oh, hell no, Chow Yun Smut. It's not super expensive in northern Minnesota, but it sucks. I wouldn't recommend it. You'd have ice cube flashbacks. Yeah, I'm from Omaha, guys, and even Omaha has way worse winters than Kansas City, and Omaha's only 3 hours north. I would never move to Minnesota. No way. I don't mind winter, but I don't want that much snow and ice. No. I don't mind cold weather, but oh really? Okay, Goldie, I don't know that. I saw Darius said he was going live. I'd love to move. Yeah, Franklin. Hell yes, Piper. Franklin is a town near Nashville that I would love to move to. If I could pick, I'd probably go to Franklin. It's crazy expensive, guys. The housing here. We couldn't get a decent like the house we live in now. It here would probably be 800,000 to 1 million. That's not even. It just can't. I agree. I'd love to move here, guys. And you know what's cool? If this really does become my job, like if I can make money on YouTube like Aaron does, I could move here. I could live anywhere. Shit, we could maybe I'll make really good money like Aaron and I can get a house somewhere else or an Airbnb and we can go stay in other places. I mean, I don't love to travel. I'd kind of like to just be at home and near family, but um oh yeah, Hendersonville. That's another place, Jeanette. Rexford. It is nice. I haven't been there. I've driven through it maybe once or twice, but yes, I think that's where all the movie stars live. So clearly I can't afford that either. Yeah, Carol, we can do this. Um, maybe though, maybe guys, if I mean, this already is my job. Obviously, I love doing it, and it's a daily thing for me. Um, but if I can make money doing this, like real money, like a job money, um, that is an option. Maybe we could move here, and I can do it from anywhere. So yeah. Oh, San Francisco's crazy. I wouldn't move there. It's no way. Too expensive. But yeah, Piper, there are small country towns that aren't as expensive. I agree. And I don't really care. I mean, I'd want it to have good schools, of course, for Huxley, but let's see. Why wouldn't your parents let you buy a chunk from them or give them part of your inheritance now? Well, I don't have an inheritance, but thank you for saying that. As a living inheritance, if they own so much property, they don't do business that way. That's all I can say. They are they don't really believe in just giving their stuff away. So there's no other way to put it. There's a lot to be had, but they just don't give it up. That's okay. That's just the way they do things. Tampa B man, you little to having a job. Thank you. I knew it, Barb. Thank you. Reese, VJ Burke, your emotional awareness is growing so fast. You are such a sweet pea. Thank you. I'd like to think that. Don't worry, Scooby Doo. We won't be going for that. Don't worry. But I don't know if that's a problem here. I don't know. I don't know anything about the schools here. I haven't done any research about it. I know that the weather is a little better here. Like I think their winters are more mild. Um, I want Hux to know his cousins too, and we need to do it if we're going to do it. Like these kids are going to grow up. Hey, Alex, apostate Alex. Hey, brother. Um, I don't want to do this in 10 years. I'd like to do it in the next 3 years. Again, I love my house in Kansas City. So I'd want to find something that I love here. My environment means a lot to me. I'm not happy unless I'm in a place that I really enjoy. And I'm weird about that. I'm just in tune with the stuff like that. One True Morbs, Reese, I help people monetize online. Would love to help. Cool. That's a cool thing to do. Apostate Alex, you should have on your cowboy hat. If I had had more time, I would have gone to get some cool boots while I was here. I really want some like really cool Nashville boots. Ray, we're glad you're here, man. Welcome. Yeah, Andrea, I bet you did have friends that lived in Franklin and loved it. I love Franklin. Franklin is such a cool area. This is up and coming. Everybody wants to live here. The traffic's crazy, um, but it's a lot, and just expense wise, I'd have to kick up into like a higher income bracket probably to make it fly. Um, yeah, apostate Alex, boots are expensive, man. I didn't even want to go shop and look for a pair because I was like, I won't be able to afford it. Well, what do you guys think? Tampa B man, Barb, I'd love to come to Tampa. That'd be cool too. Daria, more visits to Nashville means more field trips for us, the Reese's Pieces. That was a fun field trip the other day, minus Chuck. But you know what? It was all in good fun. Don't no one be upset with that guy. Jeff totally laughed it off. He thought it was funny. It's fine. The guy ended up being really, really nice. He was a sweet guy. Um, Thank you, Piper. Tampa B man, don't leave you. What are you doing on your birthday, Barb? Today's Tampa B man's birthday. Diane, well, that's too bad. Families should be there for each other, but I know that you don't have that kind of family. I'm sorry you don't. I didn't have that either, but we help our children now. Thank you. I'm sorry you didn't have it either. Yeah, Cheryl, exactly. If I'm not going to wait for Hux to graduate, you're all alone. Where's your husband? Get some good takeout, babe. You know how to live it up. It's sad. Although that sounds like me on my birthday. Like, I don't even tell people when it's my birthday. I become a Jehovah's Witness on my birthday. People are like, "What are you doing for your birthday?" I'm like, "It's a fucking Tuesday. It's any other day. I'm going to go get my Ben and Jerry's out of the fridge. Leave me alone." Well, thank you, Scooby Doo. That's a nice thing to say. Yeah, it's just another day. I get you, Barb. That's why we're on the same page. Thank you, Ray. Thank you for thinking I'm amazing. That's so nice. Amen to that, Andrea. Being my family is great, but not too close. Far enough to call first. I agree. I mean that. Like, I would want to be far enough away from my mom that, like, she can't just be showing up all the time. But she doesn't really even drive that much anyway. I don't think she would. Yeah, I'm introverted too. And in those ways, and that way I am. Is it a Scientology reaction to my birthday? It probably is. That's a good point. I never thought of that. That's a good point. Scientologists don't celebrate their birthdays. Katie Fulton, so glad to catch you live, my love. Hope all's well and settled a bit. You're the best. Katie, thank you. I like your picture. That's cool. Well, Rhonda, you're right. My birthday is July 8th. Yeah, Amy, some fish food, Ben and Jerry's. That's right, girl. You know what that's about. I wasn't feeling the chocolate ice cream tonight, though. Like, if I had my Ben and Jerry's tonight, I might like milk and cookies, mint chip, chubby hubby. I like that new cinnamon churro one. That's pretty killer. That's been a good summertime vibe. Um, Dang, that sounds good, doesn't it? They have like Ben and Jerry's on the like corner stores here in Nashville. We don't have that kind of shit in Kansas City. They have like their own like establishments here where you can go in. Maybe I should try to do that tonight. I like fudge brownie. It's all right. Oh my god, yes, I love Chubby Hubby. Oh, those peanut butter filled pretzels with the salt on it. Oh, it's so good. I should have Jeff go get me some so that I'm ready for it tomorrow night after we get the bone phone. We are going to hit it hard. I already told him, I was like, you better prepare. Like, you need to have loose fitting pants on. Like, don't be wearing suspenders. He doesn't wear suspenders unless he's like dressed up, which turns me on. I love suspenders on Jeff. But I was like, you need to be ready to go. Like, I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it good. Huxley is not close to any friends at school, sadly. I wish he had more close friends. He does not. Um, if we move, it could be better for him. Oh, Armin, I love Armin. Just start seriously looking at places and houses. You love the universe. Doors will open. You would never expect. You deserve good things, and it'll happen like magic. I love you, babe. Thank you. I haven't seen you in here. Welcome. I'm glad you're here, Armin. Apostate Alex, true. Chubby Hubby is an ice cream flavor by Ben and Jerry's, but you did think I was talking about Jeff, and why wouldn't you? They're one and the same. They're both delicious. There's something that you want, not just on a Saturday night, but every night. They're good after dinner. They're good before dinner. They're good in the morning. You're right. They're one and the same. I like that. That's weird. I didn't even know you could do that. The channel that Aaron has that has Aaron coming on just changed her settings to just subscribe only. I gather she wants subscribers. I didn't even know you could do that. That's crazy. Alex, you know we like to laugh in here. That's a good thing to do, Huzzah. Sit down with the guys and make a pro con list. I bet your pros will outweigh your cons. They will, guys. If we could move here tomorrow, we would. It's a finance thing. This is an expensive place to live. Housing's expensive, and where I live matters to me. Not so much neighborhood or anything. It's just in my environment. I want to get the right layout, and I want to make sure it's big enough for the three of us. I've lived in tiny homes, and that doesn't work either. It just has to be the right thing. But like Armin said, the doors will open. Well, thank you, Nancy. I'm glad you like the way I think. Wait, I just missed something. Yeah, Yvonne. You got to go to the store, get some Ben and Jerry's. Well deserved after my cleaning frenzy with Reese. Get a couple flavors. You like to mix it up. You want to do the right thing. So like have one for one night, one for different. Now I don't eat a whole one. I usually eat either like in thirds. It's sugary, and I've been trying to watch my sugars more lately. So I'll eat like 10 bites and put it back. But you eat it slow, and I mean it depends. Some nights I'm like I'm going for it and I'll eat a half a container, but I can't ever eat a whole one. That's too much. That's true. Start to look for options, try to find stuff. I know it's hard to do from afar. Sylvia, your heart is breaking for you and your sister. I lost my big sis to COVID. God, I'm sorry. And it broke me. She was my first friend. I miss her so much. It aches. I'm lucky to have a baby sister and a big brother. Wow, Sylvia, we're all sorry. That's terrible. But you make a good point. You said she was my first friend. I mean, what a bond. I wish I would have had that. Really, Ray? You look like my little sister? It's uncanny. That's crazy. Okay, so Leanne, you're jumping to Aaron's channel. All right, guys, let's sign off. Aaron is now live. Perfect. All right, Ingrid, thank you for the super chat. Happy birthday, Tampa B man. Reese, you are A plus. Thank you, guys. Yes, happy birthday to Barb. I'm going to sign off so you guys can rush over to Aaron and tell him I love him, and we'll see him. I love you guys. I'll probably see you Thursday, not tomorrow because I'm flying tomorrow. All right, babes. Love you all. See you soon. Thank you for being here with me. Good night.